In this video, we're going to talk about the best of Excel tips and tricks. So first trick is to quickly write same value to multiple cells. So select those cells where you want to write some values by holding Control key, and then you start typing. Suppose I type hello, and then instead of pressing Enter key, you press Control plus Enter. So the same value will be written to all the selected cells. Second is how to hide zeros. Suppose this is my data. This is my data where I have written zeros, and there are some values in this data like 2 and 5. Say these are the values. I know the useful values are only some, so I want to hide zeros from the display. So what we can do is simply select those cells, right click, then go to Format Cells, then click on Custom, then here type 0 semicolon 0 semicolon. So all these zeros will be hidden. Although the zeros are there, you can see at the top, that from the top formula bar, the values are there, but zeros will be gone this way. And in order to bring them again, so what I can do is simply right click, format cells, go to custom, then make it general. Then your values will be back. And we understand that we can hide zeros, but how if we want to hide something else? This is text false 23. Suppose these are some of the values which I want to hide. Here, what we can do is instead of using 0 semicolon, we have to type semicolon 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 3 times. So our values will be hidden. We can see it from the formula bar. So values will be there, and in order to bring them back, we can just simply go to format cells and make custom to general. So this was uh, tip number 3, that how to hide anything using semicolon semicolon semicolon, and how to show or hide grid lines for cleaner look and feel of data. So suppose this is my data and I want to show it cleaner way, so we can simply turn on or uh, we can simply turn off or turn on the grid lines. Right now the grid lines are there. Grid lines are vertical and horizontal lines in gray color. So I can simply uncheck to remove the grid lines and bring them back by clicking on the grid lines checkbox under view menu. Next is how to compare the header of two sheets. Suppose this is my sheet 1's header. This is my header 1 and this is header from another sheet. I want to see if both the headers are matching or not. Number should match with number, created should match with created. Although I can see the headers are not matching here. So had they been matching, what I can do is I can simply write here is equal to and function in this place. Select first header cells, then type equal to, then select second header row and enter. So it's giving you true. That means all our headers are matching. Had there been some mismatch, like this is priority and this is priority 1, so it would have given you false. False means the headers are not matching. Next is we are going to talk about transpose. Transpose actually is related to matrix, and by transposing what we do is we convert rows into columns and columns into rows. Suppose this is employee number and this is employee name. So if I have to transpose it, I can simply copy this data, go to a new sheet and paste special, and here this is the transpose. So you see employee number which was as column, now it is coming as row number, row. ename is also was column. Now ename has changed to row. So changing columns into rows and rows to column is known as transpose. Add operation using pay special. Suppose this is my employee salary. I want to add 1000 to all these numbers. So the easiest way is to use pay special. So copy the figure which you want to add to all those cells. Once you do copy, these moving ends will appear on the copied cell. Now go to the target on which you apply this on which you want to apply this operation. Simply right click, go to page special. Here you have to add this 1000 number to this selection. So click on add or subtract or multiply or divide. Right now I'm going to add. So at the same place only the numbers will be incremented. And trick to show rupees or rupees as prefix to cell value. Suppose I want to show rupees or whatever I want to show is show to these cells. I just simply select those cells, go to format cells, go to custom. Generally is the value which you see by default. So whatever value you want to prefix, suppose I want to prefix rupees, r. Simply copy this value, go to first one general, then in the very starting you type this r. So this is how you can add, you can show rupees or as a prefix. If you want to add any other thing also, that can also be done. You want to show that amount in rupees is this thing. So you keep this thing in double quotes, whatever string you want to prefix, and keep general at the end. So now you will see that it will be showing this thing. Although when you will click on a cell, it will show you the very initial value only, and this thing is only for viewing only. Although uh, this is actually still the numeric data only, and if you want to sum it, sum. So see, you can see the sum over here. Okay, find formulas and values. Suppose this is my sheet and I want to, this is my number one, this is my number two, and this is the formula which is summing these two values, number one, number two, etc. I want to see where my values are there, where my formulas are there. I know formulas are here only. So what I can do is I can simply go to Windows Run, type here OSK, means on screen keyboard, focus your this screen and press Control plus tilde. So tilde is the this symbol which is on the left hand side of one on the keyboard. So once you press Control tilde, you will see that these are the formulas, and these are the formulas are displayed over there. And in order to come to the normal view, simply do it once again, Control plus tilde, then you'll be getting the normal values. So just remember that you have to press Control plus tilde to see all your formulas. And next is we want to I want to show you something. Um Here, if you see Control plus tilde, you see that some of the places, this is my product one sales in 2023 year, and for monthly I'm summing these values. For yearly I'm multiplying this value by 12. Similarly, this here also. So what I want to do is I want to create the data for 2024 also. So copy, insert, copied cells, make it 2024. Now what I want to do is I want to hide, I want to remove the static values, but I want the formulas to be there. So what I can do is I can simply select those uh, cells on which I want to do some manipulation. So press Control G for go to. Now go to special button and here select constants because we are interested in finding which are the constant values. I'm not interested in formulas. I want to find for constants as numbers, text, logical values, etc. etc. So click on OK. So you see the constant values are selected by the Excel. Now you simply have to click on the delete button. Now my values are gone, but my formulas are still there. My formulas are still there if you see. Values are gone, but the formulas are there. Next, I want to show you how, like in column A, you see this date is for this much data, this data for this much of cells. I want to bring these values for each of these cells individually. So what I can do is I can simply copy this data, bring it to new column. Now what I can do is simply click this, select these cells and unmerge by going to merge and center. Now these cells will be unmerged and only in the first cell the values will show. Now I want to populate these values in, suppose I want to copy this value in this also. I want to copy this value to this cells also. So what I can do is I can simply select those cells. I want to actually populate the top value in the blank cells. So simply select those cells, press Ctrl G, go to special, go to blanks, click OK. Now my blank cells will be selected. Now press the equal to button, equal symbol on the keyboard, and using the up arrow key on the keyboard, select the top cell. Then press Ctrl plus Enter. You will see that the values which you wanted, they have populated every cell individually. So that's all for Excel tips and tricks. I hope this was informative. Thanks for watching the video.